Hello and welcome to another random retro collections video. What is really going to be kind of the final part of sharing my collection of vintage Action Man Action Force figures. I'm on the final run, the final line, which is the Enemy. As you can see, there's a few here. Probably one of the biggest, probably one of the biggest parts of my collection is the Enemy, but thinking about it, it's probably SAS. I know in the video previously it probably does look a bit smaller, but I have bought quite a lot more since then, different variants. So yeah, what we're going to do, transfer them from the star cases into the GW Acrylic cases, then we'll go through the figures of different variants, anomalies, and have a bit of a chat. Okay, see you in a bit. And welcome back. So again, as I've said in every other video, nothing wrong with the plastic star cases. They've been great, really nice to display your figures, but these GW acrylic cases are just something special. They just really make your figures pop. Really nicely displayed, nice and secure, a bit sturdier as well. I just think it just looks better. I mean, you can make your own opinion from it. So let's start off. Start with the Black Major. So as you can see, I've got a lot of variants of this. So this is the first one. This is a UK release. Look out for the exciting Action Force comic on sale. Unpunched, normal tri-bubble, Black Major figure. Comes with his weapon, his decoding little thing there. Tardy. On the back, remember I was saying before about it saying different places? Here we go. So Leicester, can you see the commander offer there? It's in Leicester. We've got the details there about the medals for the mail away offers. And we've got the first series display. So that's the first Black Major. We have another Black Major. Card's not in as good condition. Bit worn. Unpunched. We've got a Star Wars tri-bubble. Nice figure, same weapon, with instructions, map and decoding. But this time we've got the sticker on top. It's the free Action Force comic inside Battle Tiger and Eagle around July and August. So this is another UK variant. Back, it's on the other side. I haven't flipped it over again, have I? There we go. So look. The major offers on the other side, and it is still Leicester. You can see it is still the same backing card with the same display of all the other range of figures. Is the number the same? 25, yeah it is. So again, another UK one, Star Wars tri-bubble. Straight away the difference on the back is the commander offer. It's on the other side. We've now got another UK Black Major, bit damaged. Looks like someone's pet rat or something's been eating it, or maybe some hungry child, I don't know. Tri-bubble, standard figure is black weapon, the decoding. We've got a sticker over it. Look out for the new Battle Action Force comic on sale. So that's the front, unpunched. Sorry, punched. So look at the back. So this is the same backing card as the first one. Again, it's Leicester. I will find one that says Birmingham. Believe me, it is true. There we go. So that's a third UK variant. Now again, you'll see here that I do have quite a lot of variants of different figures. There is one collector I saw recently in one of the groups. He focuses on the red shadows, which we'll come to shortly, and I believe he's got 18 variants of them, which is scary. Because and good for him, because he's focused collecting. He does hashtag focused collecting. So he literally just focused on the red shadow and got every single variant that he can. He's done some reseals, he's done some repairs, which have been absolutely amazing. So I really doff my hat to you. I think you've done a really good job of that. And he's got all 18 variants it can get. Now at least he's just done that on one figure, as you can see with me, I collect all of them, so God help me if I do end up trying to find 18 variants of all these figures. If I see them out there and if it's affordable, I will have them, but I'm not going to break the bank. I'm not going to kill myself to get them all. I do just enjoy looking for the different variations. I do enjoy the hunt, the collecting. So we'll get to that anyway later. So another black major, punched, got the figure, we've got the weapon, we've got his decoding. Collect them all. I'm not going to do my foreign language, you know how bad I am. Skeletron offer on the back. And a different display, so we know this is a second release. We know this is part of the second wave of these figures released in Europe, Black Major. Bear with me, I'm just going to do something. Okay, I was just going to check something. It actually is irrelevant, but I will show you what I mean in a second anyway. So here we've got one of the second foreign ones we've got. So we've got Le Major Noir, I'm guessing that's French. Swati Major, no idea, Belgium, maybe Dutch, you know that I'm poor with my language. Card is in poor condition. Bubble's quite battered as well. It's a tri-bubble, it's not a Star Wars tri-bubble, standard tri-bubble, it is quite clear, but no weapon. Now it doesn't appear to have been cut and resealed. As you can see, the sticker damage there. So that's that. So what I was pausing for is because I did get a job lot recently and I got another one of these. As you can see, it's in far worse condition. And I was just thinking, did this potentially not come with the weapon? Or is this an error? Well, this has been ripped open, it is in quite bad condition, and you can quite clearly see there that they've ripped it open there to get to the map, and there is a rip there, so I have to rip that to get to the weapon. So that's just fudged what I was about to say, what I was thinking as well, but there we go. I was just wondering whether this didn't come with it, whether it was a Friday special or what, but I was just checking another one there, but yeah, doesn't matter. So again, there we go, European version. The Skeletron offer, as you can see, again on the back, but it's slightly different. We've noticed this before. The Skeletron image is bigger, and obviously it's the different languages and things there, and it's got this Versimol bit there. So again, a slightly different back display on this one. And the final of my black majors, Zwarte Major, Le Major Noir. So it's the other way around. It's a bit battered, this one. I think it's been worn, and I think someone's tried to repair it. I mean, I'm not really sure there. That might just be natural wear and tear, but they have put some tape. Has this one got tape? No, this one ain't got tape on it. I'm thinking of another one. We'll come to that one shortly. But as you can see, it is a Star Wars tri-bubble. It is quite battered, but again, for my budget and for my collection, trying to get all of these different variants in tip-top condition is going to be very expensive, especially when you've got other people out there collecting as well, and especially when people focus on particular ones. So I'm always happy to just have one, and then if I can get a better one later, obviously go for that. Obviously different details there. On the back we have a Black Major offer. So this is one of the first ones that was released as a European release. So we've got the Black Major on the right, look, the other two had the Skeletrons, and we've got the first image of the first lot of figures. There you go, so that's 2, 4, 6 Black Major variants. Onto the Baron. Baron Ironblood, sorry. Really nice condition, this one, unpunched, tri-logo, tri-bubble, triple bubble, standard one, a bit yellowing. For some reason he's looking to the left. He's got his black Uzi, and he's got his helmet. Now there are variants of the Uzi, and I have seen some with a blue Uzi in, which is obviously one that should be going with the Space Force figures. I'd like it, but it's out my price range. And I have seen that the helmet can be slightly different on each release. So I'll bring it in so you can have a look at it, and then we can maybe go back. So there's the helmet on this one. So this is a UK one. Look out for the exciting Action Force comic on sale. Really good condition, just apart from the bubble yellowing a bit. We've got the free Commander figure off there, and it's Leicester again. I'm telling you, there is Birmingham ones. I did sell a copy of this recently to someone. Well, I say recently, it was a while back. They knew I had a few spares, so they messaged me about them, and they were quite persistent about a particular one, and I didn't know why. I agreed to sell it, and I said, what's the crack with it? Apparently it was a variant that I wasn't aware of. So obviously look at the hands. You've got quite the normal rounded moulded hands. If you look at this one, the hands are flat. So look at the hands being flat versus the hands being quite moulded. So I had one in this packaging with this variant of figure. Now, once they told me about it, I was gutted because, you know, once I checked my collection, I didn't have one in the collection. I could have been a douchebag. I could have said I'm not selling it, but because I'd agreed to it, and because I didn't know about it, they shared that knowledge with me, I agreed to sell it to them. Some people might say, you know, you should have kept it, you should have backed out, but I'm not that type of person. If they hadn't told me, I wouldn't have known. So I'd have been none the wiser. So I was grateful to gain the knowledge, and I said, look, I'll sell you it. I'll agree to sell you it anyway. And then not long after, I managed to get this one. So this is the same. I shouldn't have put it down. This is the same Look Out for the Exciting Action Force comic on sale. Bonus. Not in as good condition. Still a tri-bubble. It's clearer. It's not a Star Wars tri-bubble. He does have the different hands, but the cherry has got a Han Solo blaster in there. So not only did I end up managing to get another variant of this figure in the same packaging, but I also got a variant of the weapon. So as you can see, it's Han Solo's blaster and it's blue. So it worked out well in the end. But I would still like another one of these with a normal one with these hands, just because. Bit of sun damage down the side, as you can see. But for it to be a variant figure with the wrong weapon, I'm more than happy with that. Let's have a look on the back. Birmingham. Yay, finally. So I have been saying to people, there are variants of the same figure. Everything looks the same, apart from where you send the offer to. One's Birmingham, one's Leicester. Everything else is the same. Well, obviously on this one it's slightly different because of the different figure and the different weapon. But if you look at the card, if you look at the release of the card, it's the same. Obviously that's different. And if you look at the back, it's the same. But then that one, again, if you look at the bottom there, it's got a HZ. Again, I asked about that, if anyone knew about that, what the difference was. If you look, it's made in M.O.C by the Palatoy Company, and that's a Leicester one, and it's got a HZ. If you look at this one is, it's a bit worn, let me look. So this one's made in the United Kingdom, and it's got the Birmingham offer. So yes, finally you've seen one that I've been talking about, saying that there are Leicester and there are Birmingham, even though they look exactly the same. So we now have another Baron, a foreign one. Baron Ironblood, Barony Ironblood, I don't know. Not particularly good condition. Card is really sun damaged. The bubble is battered. The figure's sun damaged. But we've got a black Han Solo blaster. The other one's got a blue Han Solo blaster. So another variant, not only of the card, not only of, I mean, possibly even the mask. I haven't looked at the mask again. but certainly the weapon. So we've got a black one in this one, we've got a blue one in that one. Looking on the back, again a bit battered, a bit worn, but we've got the Skeletron offer and we know it's the second range. I'll pick both of these up at the same time and I'll just do one. So we've got another foreign Baron variant, the Baron Stalhard. We've got the Baron figure there in a tri-bubble. We've got his black Uzi, we've got his mask. Is it different? Are they the same? We've got the foreign variant, we know that. It's punched. Card is a bit worn, it's a bit dirty. I would prefer a better one, but again, beggars can't be choosers. What we've got on the back, we've got another Skeletron offer. We've got the bigger Skeletron and we've got the Versamal again there. So again, we've got the slight different variant. Why have I got this one? What's the difference? What's the anomaly? The card's better. It's crisper, it's in better condition, and it's just purely the fact he's got his arm up. I know it's stupid. Again, I got this in a batch and I was like comparing the condition of them both. Which one do I want to keep? Do I want to keep the other one? I would have kept this one regardless because the card is in better condition. But then just purely the fact that he's got his arm up, it looks like he's saluting. So that is literally the only reason why I kept this, and I have two the same. So those two are exactly the same, apart from in my eyes, the Baron's saluting. And we now have Kraken. Great figure. Bit of a strange figure. I remember reading the comic at the time, like, what's this strange lizard dude? But the way he was kind of portrayed of being this like ultra-hard maniac that they created, going around getting all these different forces and just on a rampage, and that is like a really good figure. Really good character. And it is a nice figure. I haven't seen that many variations of this around, and this is the only one I have, but it's bloody expensive. That's one of the main reasons. So again, foreign release, nice card, nicely stuck down with a bubble. Tri bubble, bit battered, punched. And we've got the same offer as the previous one, but I've noticed this on other ones as well before, where they've blacked out where it was made. So they've blacked out where it was made, and I think on there it would say made in MOC. And they've put their Fabrique en Angleterre, so obviously made in England. So again, I don't know if other people have noticed that or have variants of that, but there you go, there's one of the differences I've spotted. Now, what is he called? No idea. See, for me, I've always called him Mutton. I don't know if, like, obviously being from Yorkshire and that, you see it and you're like, mutton dressed as lamb. It's always been Mutton to me. But then I've seen other videos of people calling him Mouton. I ain't got a clue. Call it what you want. So Mutton or Mouton, UK release. This one's in really nice condition. Yellow bubble though, unfortunately. Standard tri-bubble, unpunched. Look out for the exciting Action Force comic on sale. Again, what we've got on the back, we have the Free Commander figure, and it's another Leicester offer, and it is the first wave. We have another Mutton or Mouton. This is in terrible condition. This is the one I was thinking of that's been sellotaped down. So I don't know if that's been sellotaped down because of wear or because they've taken it out previously. I think it's more because of wear. Cards, not very good. That sticker damage, a bit dirty. It's a Star Wars tri-bubble though, so one of the rarer ones, and it's the free Action Force comic inside Battle Tiger and Eagle. There we go, so another UK release. What we've got on the back, Commander figure offer, again on the opposite side. So they've flipped the Commander figure offer. Don't know why, but there you go. We have another UK Mutton or Mouton. nicer condition, this one. Really nice bubble, really clean standard tri bubble, really good condition. Card's lovely as well, nice and clear, nice and bright. It is punched, but it's the, look out for the new Battle Action Force comic on sale version. What we've got on the back, which one's it going to be? Okay, it's going to be the same as the first one, with the Commander figure offer on the right side, and it is a Leicester offer as well. We know it's one of the early ones because of this image. A bit dirty. Yeah, it's a bit dirty overall. There are a few marks on the back, but the front of it looks lovely. So another UK Mutton or Muton. We have another Mutton Muton, a foreign release. Collect them all, collectional to Witty. Unpunched. Very clear bubble, tri bubble, with all his bits. I've not been looking to make sure he's got all his bits, but I'm sure they all have. Again, foreign offer there. What we've got in the back, we know we're going to have the Skeletron, it's a smaller one. Card's a bit damaged there. Didn't notice that before. Now I have probably got about a dozen of these spare. So now I've noticed that, I'm going to go change it. So there we go, so it's got the smaller Skeletron offer. Second release, as we can tell by the figures there. And the final, Mutton. Bubble's a bit damaged. Tri bubble, nice and clear. Got all the accessories. Card's a bit creased and damaged as well. Punched. Foreign release. What we've got on the back, Skeletron, the bigger Skeletron. We know the drill. Now this is coming on to what is probably my favourite figure. And as I said earlier on, I have seen another collector that just has focused on these, and it is amazing to see his collection. Like I say, at least about 18 variants, there might even be more. It's even got an Action Force sized Red Shadow that he had commissioned. Amazing collection. But here we go, Red Shadow, I think it is probably the best of them all. And again, another collector on one of the groups. Is quite renowned in the groups, and he's a big patron on other channels and stuff, and donates lots of figures. But then he'll do displays in his loft, and he'll have hundreds of these little army builders, and it's just great to see the battle scenes that he creates and things in his loft. Just great to see that there's that still, that imagination and play that is associated with these. Now don't get me wrong, I've got all these carded ones which, you know, I love and prize possessions, but I do have a lot of loose figures as well, and loose vehicles and things. I think that might be the next thing as well, going through the next videos, looking at the different figures, actually getting them out, touching them, feeling them, comparing the vehicles and things. So that might be something to come. But yeah, this other guy, he's got tons of these, and they look great as armies. I mean, that's what they were, the Red Shadows. It was the Baron's army. So to see a display with a ton of these in different poses as cannon fodder and using the vehicles and things, it's brilliant, brilliant. So anyway, enough waffling. So we've got a UK release, unpunched. Look out for the exciting Action Force comic on sale. Got his black ammo box. On the last video, I kept saying camo. I kept getting mixed up with camo and ammo. Dumbass. So he's got a black camo box, and he's got his bazooka. Really clean. Now again, there's different variants of the faces. There's people that say that there's doofus faces. The eyes can be slightly different. I've not quite seen enough examples to be able to tell personally. But maybe when I look at my loose figures, it might be easier. And obviously the German ones that didn't have the skull on as well. I think someone said something about not having that logo on the chest either. As we can see, we've got the Commander figure, Leicester, again. First release, we know because of the image. And again, that other collector I mentioned, he's done a really, really good display of that image. So he's actually set up his toys in that image. It looks really cool. Another Red Shadow, another foreign release. It's quite good condition, this one. Nice card, unpunched. Very clean figure. Very clean figure. Black ammo box, black bazooka. There we go, what we got on the back. Skeletron offer, the small Skeletron. Nice clean example. And my last figure, Ombre Rouge Red Shadow. Why, James? Why are you doing that? Hands look slightly different. I think it's like it looks a different colour. Figure's in lovely condition. Tri bubble, nice and clear, bit dented. Black ammo box, black bazooka, punched. Variant label. Larger Skeletron offer. Second wave release. A little bit of damage on the card there. A little bit of turning there. Not the end of the world. Nice example. So the last parts of the Red Shadow collection I have is the battle gear. So as you can see, this is the enemy battle gear. It's got the infamous, I keep saying SA-80, I could be wrong, which was used on a snow trooper in Germany. So it's quite renowned and sought after. A lot of Star Wars fans will get this, open it up to put with a trooper. It's got a black stem, it's got its red backpack, a red rocket launcher, a figure stand and the black bazooka. So you'll see, I'll get to it in a second, unpunched, lovely condition. There we go. You'll see I've got two. Wow, I've got two. Well, it's a Friday special. So what we got in here, I'll give you a second. We got the SAS pack. So it's got the Uzi and the large, I don't know what that's called, but yeah, this should have come, would it be in the SAS or the Z? No, the Z Force would be green. So yeah, this would be in the SAS pack. So this has obviously been mixed up. The Friday special has quite a lot of these. You will have seen in one of my other videos, I do have an SAS special, which is very rare. I've only ever seen one example, which is mine, where it's not only got one of the SA-80 packs in, it's actually got two of them in. So they've put two of the wrong bits in my SAS battle pack, battle gear. And this is the enemy version of it. So we've got the standard one, which should come with the weapons as highlighted here. As you can see, this one's come with the SAS one. So again, a Friday special, someone's had a bad day, chucked them in, or they've run out of stock, whatever. And that's been that. So there you go. Thank you very much again for coming to view these videos and view my collection. It's been a passion for a long time. It's an ongoing passion, still wanting to collect, still wanting to get these variants. As I've said before, if anyone can reach out, if I've got anything that could help to fill a gap, if you want to trade, sell me anything, let me know. You can see what I have, you can see my passion for it. I know there's a lot of you out there that feel the same. Yeah, so thank you for joining, observing, being a part of this. And again, thank you for some of the comments. I've still learned from people while doing these videos, so that is greatly appreciated as well. Like I said earlier on, where am I going to go next? I think I'll probably delve through the loose figures. It'll be a lot easier to touch and feel them, talk about them, and again, look at some slight variants in the actual figures themselves. Maybe come with the vehicles, or if indeed you've got any suggestions or ideas, please feel free to let me know in the comments. All right, again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me waffle on. And yeah, I'll speak to you again soon.